I got a call from a client this morning, absolutely lovely lady. She's fantastic, a great businesswoman, and she was so excited on the call. But before I tell you what she said on the call, let me go back. Let me go back to when she first came to me, which is about 4 months ago. I remember that first time we had our Go Deep session, and she unpackaged guilt, shame, a sense of being unworthy, that she was a fraud, especially in business. It showed up in other areas, but she really felt it in business. And she's not the only person who has ever felt this way. In fact, it's so common they've given it almost a medical term. It's imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome, when you feel you're not good enough, when you can't take the credit, when you can't take the recognition, when you feel you're going to be found out, that heaviness. And that all comes from what I refer to as the monkey chatter that goes on in our heads. It's that voice in your head, and you listen to it when it says things to you. And that monkey chatter is all based on fear, doubt, and judgment. So it's never good. And we listen to it, and it beats us down, it wears us down. And so this is what this lady unpackaged during her Go Deep session. There are many approaches to imposter syndrome, but what I'd suggest to you is that if you know somebody, or if you've ever felt it, talk to somebody, reach out, have a mentor, have a coach, have a trusted friend, somebody whom you really can trust when you show your vulnerability. Somebody who won't only just empathize with you, or even worse, say, oh God, do you think that's bad? Wait till I tell you about me. But you want somebody who will witness you, witness what you're going through, acknowledge those feelings, and above all, listen. And as you make your way up that corporate ladder, it doesn't disappear. I've met all sorts of people in all levels of success who feel these symptoms. But the difficulty is, the higher up you go, the less it's talked about imposter syndrome, because the expectation is that you have it all worked out. You're perfect. You can't make mistakes. So that circle of trust diminishes, and you feel you've less people who you can talk to. So this lady, this is what she did. She unpackaged all these feelings, all those thoughts, all those limitations that her monkey chatter was saying to her. And then we just took them apart. We shone some light on them. We saw them for what they were, and we replaced them with her boardroom of cheerleaders. So that's what I witnessed this morning when she phoned me. And she phoned me and she said, Karen, I did it. And she stood in her own power. I could sense her down the phone. She stood in her power, and she said her team are amazing, and she did it. She stood up there. She stood up there for the last while in her boardroom, and she was seen, and she was heard, and she was confident, and she nailed the account. She got it. That brings so much joy to me, and I tingle all over when I see clients who really step into their power. So if you know somebody who perhaps is feeling isolated, who lacks that sense of self, the best thing you can do is listen to them. And if that's you, go to somebody who will hold that space for you, listen to you, and help you work through it. Have a great day. Take care now.